Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I hope you enjoy my painting videos. Today I'm just so excited to create another painting because it's just one of my favorites and it's been a while since the last time I did something like this. So I'll be painting a cheesecake. I love cheesecake, eating and painting. So if you love cakes or desserts, I think this is one of the best or most fun practice for you. So I hope you paint along with me as well. So the colors that I'll be mentioning and will be using for today's tutorial will be listed in the description box below. So you can refer to them easily if you think that I talk too fast or if you missed the information that I'm about to mention. So we're going to use magenta, lemon yellow, burnt sienna, oxide black, titanium white, and cadmium red. So I'm going to sketch first the subject. We're going to proceed, straight away with the sketch. And for the sketch, I think I'll be using burnt sienna. So I'm dabbing onto my burnt sienna and I'm using an 11 by 14 inch canvas paper. So you can use a proportionate size of material. It's up to you. Any size would do as long as uh, you follow the sketch. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're gonna do first like a C shape sketch. So it's actually a slice of cheesecake, and it's very much consistent with its name, cheesecake, and we're starting with letter C, and it's also consistent with my name, Chet. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this. Okay, and since this is just a sketch, I probably will, just do a lot of um, call this adjustments later. So as you can see here, I'm making the sides a little more crooked. I'm not really painting it, very straight, very symmetrical. Um, we want it to be more like real, okay? So now I'm gonna dab onto my black. Okay, just use your black straight away, and I'm gonna do a little bit of black lines under. This will make sense later. I just want to proceed with this directly. Um, I don't follow a certain rule when it comes to sketching. Okay, I don't. Now I'm gonna dab onto my burnt sienna. Okay, straight away. And this is actually part of the underpainting process, meaning we're trying to establish the base, okay, the base color. Or we're starting with the dark colors first, right? Okay. All right, now I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, I'm gonna get my magenta. I'm gonna add a little bit of black to that so that it's dark magenta. Since we're doing the underpainting, we want to make sure that everything or the colors that we apply are more dark than the actual or the final colors. So I'm just gonna mix my magenta with some black to create some dark magenta color. And I just love painting cheesecakes. I don't know why. I just love it. Maybe because I love eating cheesecakes. That's why it follows. The idea of painting it just follows. All right. So I'm just going to apply this color on top like this. In fact, I might make it more dark later. Okay, but let's just start with this amount of paint. The darkening will be part of our highlighting or detailing later. Okay, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of adjustment, okay, like that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. I might switch to a bigger brush later. But for now, let's finish the top. I'm gonna get my yellow and brown. So burnt sienna plus lemon yellow. Are we filming? Yeah, we are. And we're gonna color this area. Okay. Very preliminary, of course. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna dab onto my white just to make the color more opaque. All right. I'm gonna apply more white to the existing yellow color. We're gonna paint over the sketch line already because the sketch line is just a guide for us where things are gonna go. It's not really the color that we want for this cake, but it's just a guide. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna apply more white, but without washing my brush so that the color yellow is still there without, however, applying too much. So it's more of like controlling the amount of yellow. So again, this is just the underpainting. It's okay if you can see the pink color or the magenta color. It's okay. We're painting a cheesecake. It should be really, really messy. It looks delicious, but you can see a lot of things mixing with other things, like maybe the cream or things like that. Okay. Just allow the brush to somehow do the job for you. So I'm really applying it quite randomly down here, but most dominantly, the yellow must be the most dominant color over here. Okay, I'm gonna apply more white. Okay. And you know me, or if you're new, hello, I use a lot, my fingers when I apply paints, especially for subjects similar to this. Anything that has water or cream or anything that has some fluid, so I use my hands. If you're not a fan of finger painting, um, well, I think it's time for you to learn how to do some finger painting because I do a lot of that. All right. I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, we're gonna do this. What do you call this? Step by step. I'm gonna make a little bit of adjustment right here because I feel like it's not really the shape. I think I ruined the shape. All right, like that. We'll be using the same magenta color down here. We're just gonna create a little bit of a like melt. Um, it's not really melting like the sauce. The sauce, like the syrup. Sorry, not the sauce. Okay. So I'm just using magenta with a little bit of black. I categorize this painting under easy, really easy. Maybe because I really find it fun to do. That's why I categorize it's easy. Anything that you do happily and voluntarily, I think it becomes easy. Okay. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy for everyone or it's gonna be enjoyable for everyone, but for me it is. So I hope I somehow what do you call this, influence, you know, your like your appreciation for this type of painting. So I'm gonna darken it even more. I'm gonna use magenta and more black this time. Let's proceed to the other side. It's gonna be more dark this side, not because it's dark, okay, but because of the absence of light. At least it's not that bright on this side. When we do the highlights later, it's going to make more sense. For now, let's just allow things, to naturally and eventually unveil itself. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm gonna dab onto my black, darkening even more this side. Okay, like that. I'm gonna dab. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. Maybe I'm just gonna use a smaller brush because I feel like this brush is way too thick for me to apply some more details. I'm gonna get my brown or burnt sienna. I'm gonna mix it with yellow and white so that we get that yellowish brownish color that is more visible to the eye. And I'm gonna apply this color. I'm just gonna make some taps. Right here. Okay. I'm gonna mix my brown and black with a little bit of yellow. Let's just try to make some dark brown color. And some markings. Okay, I'm gonna get my yellow plus white. Let's make some more brighter color. In effect, highlighting it a bit. We're gonna do it step by step, so don't worry if nothing is making sense at the moment. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna switch to just using brown. Okay. And yellow and white. Huh? Okay. I'm gonna wash my brush out. Gonna get some dark magenta, darker actually than the one that we already had. So we're gonna paint, or we're gonna sketch the cherries. So I'm gonna paint, or I'm gonna sketch 5 cherries going on here. So I'm just gonna color it. When we do the highlights, you will see how this will come together. And we're just using dark magenta. Right? Just like that. And using this dark magenta, since we're already at it, I'm gonna darken some areas now, like carefully touching on some areas. We will be trying to create some depth already. So we're trying to create some flow, or running the running down of some syrup. Okay, I'm gonna get my magenta, just pure magenta, and I'll be using water, extra water. Okay, literally using water. Okay. Uh, Now let's go back to doing some more dark markings. Using some browns. I'm just gonna some browns and some yellows. And then some black. Let's just make some negative spacing. Yeah, accidentally dab onto my white. Okay. That. Okay, now let's move on to doing some more highlights. This is the most fun part. So I'm gonna switch to a slightly smaller brush. I'm gonna dab onto my white. I'm gonna highlight this part. I'm going to separate now cherries, each cherry, I mean, each cherry from another cherry. It's still slightly wet. Okay. And then I'm going to create some gray color. We're not going to create or we're not going to apply pure white just yet for the highlights. We're just going to use gray. So if you're pacing along with me and you're just learning, I suggest that you watch first the video before you do anything crazy. Okay? Learning is, for me, it's more effective when I observe first before I attack it, before I attack the painting. like that. Now I'm gonna wash my brush out first because the white paint is still there. Okay. And I'm gonna get my pure magenta, maybe add a little bit of red. And I'm gonna use this color right here on one of the cherries. And also right here, just to add highlight right here. Just move your fingers like in a circular fashion. Okay, just like that. All right. And since we're at it, I'm gonna use this red color to apply on certain areas. Okay, thereby highlighting it. Okay, like that. I love it. Now I'm just gonna wet it and apply more red color right here. Slightly make some overlapping application so that you can really emphasize that this cake is moist. Okay. I'm gonna do more detailing right here. I'm using some black. All right, like that. Okay. Gonna make a little bit of detail. Okay. Now using a new brush or a clean brush, I'm gonna dab onto my white and make sure that you remove the excess paint. And I'm just gonna make some dabs. Slightly, slightly highlighting it. I'm gonna mix some light gray. Actually, not light gray, but more of a reddish grayish color. So I'm gonna get my red, my black, and my white to create some reddish grayish color. And we're going to apply that on certain areas to make it more liquidy looking. Okay. I'm using water, okay, like literally applying water so that our cake look more moist. Okay, right here. Slightly glazing it. And using black. And then white. I erased the white here that I did already. Okay. I'm gonna mix some green, oh sorry, my yellow, white, and black color. And I'm gonna use that, okay, more white. Right here, more white. It should be more white. Okay, I'm applying it quite heavily right here. Okay, and then more white. Okay, now let's apply, okay, some little bit of highlight. Okay, a little bit on the grayish side of things. Like that. Mm, I'm slightly glazing on some areas. Okay, I'm gonna glaze it with a little bit of pink. Let's see. It's starting to make sense, and it's just 36 minutes. Okay, I'll be adding more, um, like pinkish white right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my brown. Let's start creating some markings. Okay, I'm gonna apply a little bit of this color right here. Make it really, really look like wet. Okay. I'm gonna apply just magenta right here. Okay, maybe my magenta is too dark. I'm gonna apply a little bit of yellow to that. Okay, maybe more yellow. Like that. Again, by adding these tiny markings, we create that naturalistic, sorry, naturalism. Okay, we add naturalism to the painting. You know what? I suddenly felt good about something. I don't know why. Suddenly, I felt good. Gonna get my black. And I'm just gonna slightly outline this one. Okay, I'm gonna outline as well, just along those highlights, highlights in gray. Just go around those highlights. Okay. And let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna use my gray, still gray. Okay, like this. Okay, I just ruined this part. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to that later. I'm gonna get my black. And we're gonna go just under this syrup. We're gonna outline just around it. All right, and then I'm gonna get again my gray. This time I'll be using more white than the gray that we used earlier. So this is more like light gray, and let's create some sort of shadow. Right. Okay. I love it. Okay, I'll be using more small brush. Let's see if I have. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. It's really pointy. I'm gonna dab onto my white. I'm gonna create more highlights. So using white, just make sure that you're using enough water so that you can actually create that fluid effect. Gonna add some pink highlights here and there. So when I say pink, it only means that I'm adding white to my existing magenta. It's nothing really new. It's just changing or decreasing the tonal value of the paint. I'm gonna get again my red, and I'm just gonna apply it. very loosely. All right. Then I'm going to use my magenta. Adding more details. Just keep going. I'm gonna get my yellow and white. I'm gonna touch on certain areas. Okay, and then pure white right here in the middle. It's not really the middle section, but it should, it's like one of the sides, slightly. Okay. Okay, using white, let's create some more markings. Okay, and then some more red color. Okay, I think I have to outline this just to separate the cream or the syrup on top. It's not the cream. It's not the icing. It's the sweet thing on top of it. Mhm. Now I want to get my white. Let's go right here. So you can actually clean now your painting, meaning you can remove the excess paints or those paints that went outside the line. Like I did some here. Oops, a bunch of a bunch of them really. So I'm just gonna get pure white and a clean brush. My brush is not super clean, like it has some yellow color to it. So I'm just gonna make some overlapping markings so that I make it appear as if it's disappearing. Okay, I made a mistake right there because it's super wet. It's okay. Just make some overlapping markings. Just be careful, okay, not to repeat that mistake again. So on the sides, I'm just gonna overlap this to make it appear more blurry. That's what I was about to say. Okay, right here. I'm just gonna make some taps of white here and there to create some texture. Let's see. I think it's getting too dark or something. I just changed the light. Oops, I dab onto my yellow super heavily. Good thing I did not. Okay, so not yellow. I'm gonna get my red. And I'm just gonna go back to certain areas again. Like this. I'm gonna dab onto my burnt sienna. Okay. And let's just highlight the edge. Like that. A little bit of markings here and there. Okay, some more magenta color. And then black. Maybe dark magenta. So for this area, we're just, playing with magenta, red, and white, and everything looks fluid. That's why I told you to add more water than usual, because when we're painting water or something fluid, the additional water to your painting or to your paints just makes sense, right? Yeah. Let's add some more dimensions since we still have time. Okay. I'm just adding some browns here and there. Then magenta. All right. in some white just to clean things up. I think this is really nice. Okay, I'm just gonna use my palette knife because I feel like we should use a palette knife. Okay, I'm gonna use my palette knife. I'm gonna dab onto my brown, burnt sienna, plus black and white. So I'm just gonna make some markings right here and also right here. I'm gonna use a little bit of white as well. Remember to just tap. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use more white for our finishing touch. Let's see. Okay, I really like this one. Okay. You can background this if you want. I'm using a little bit of yellow. Still want to maintain the color yellow because it's a cheesecake. Let's see. Some watered down magenta to add more fluidity. Okay. Okay. I think this is done. This is done. So I'm gonna sign this now because I love it. It's been a while. It's been a while since the last time I did something like this. I'm gonna get my black and sign right here. And we're finished. So I hope you enjoyed that one. And I hope you paint along with me. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. If you're painting along with me, let me know in the comment section below. And see you in my next one, guys. Have a great day. Bye. Mm, 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 mm. Love you.